In the most recent update, they added a new way to get rods, through crafting, and the way to unlock the recipes to craft the rods is through leveling. Along with that update, they increased the level cap. Now the level cap is 750. As you can see, I've already made it to that level. A lot of people are wondering how to actually get to the new max level, what the current meta for leveling even is, and that has to do with where I'm fishing right now, which is Forsaken Shores, where the goldfish are. This area in the past has actually been the meta spot for money and XP grinding. That's since changed since multiple nerfs, as well as more areas getting added, like the Ancient Isles added in last week's update. But what's never changed is the amount of XP you actually get from the goldfish. Considering how common they are, and considering the amount of XP you get from each one of them, they would still be considered the best for at least XP grinding. Now, the bad part about fishing here is the money's actually pretty terrible. If the XP gain is considered one of the best, then the money gain would definitely be considered one of the worst. Still not as bad as fishing somewhere like Moosewood, but it's still pretty bad. As you can see, I got 60,800 from just one goldfish. Now keep in mind, I do have 2 times XP and I did perfect catch it. The game pass is a thing in its own, you just need to kind of buy it, but perfect catching is a whole separate thing. In order to perfect catch, you'll either have to be really good or have a good rod. Now this one you can get for getting to level 500, but if you don't have this, there are alternate options. The rod most people go with is Rod of the Depths, not only because of its good stats, but also because of its good passive, giving you an extra fish every 3 catches. It's not as good as the no life rod, but it is a good alternative. And if you're going to want to level grind, you'll definitely need to get the new enchant. The enchant is clever. Similarly to Insight, it boosts XP gain, but differently from Insight, this gives 2 times XP instead of 1.5 times. It was added in a ghost update, meaning it wasn't in the update logs, so a lot of people didn't know about it. Now, you may find it weird that I'm still XP grinding, even though I am max level. The reason for that is, in case they do increase the level cap again, I want to have enough bonus XP per se to always have a bit of a head start getting to the new max level. I discovered from this most recent update that 10 million XP is around 100 levels. So the plan for me is to get to 300 million. 300 million? No, 30 million XP before the next update. I'm only at 2 million XP right now. I doubt I'll get to my goal of 30 million, but I am still going to be XP grinding. The developers also likely won't change the level cap until the next big content update, which would be on the 21st. That does mean I have some extra time then. I'm currently in an Aurora event server, which is a publicized private server. They post plenty of these in the Discord. Actually, come to think of it, they've been doing less. Like after the first few days of the update, it's been rather dry when it comes to Aurora event servers. I was thinking of even hosting a few of my own, but I don't even have a private server to host in. They're setting it tonight again to do another one. I did talk about rods having a level requirement. There is one recipe you unlock at level 750. I can actually show right now. It's called Rod of the Forgotten Fang. The stats of it are actually pretty good. The only issue with it is its passive being currently broken. At least that's what some people say. It still activates though, so I can show you that. How to activate the passive is making 5 perfect catches in a row. So this should be my last one. If I perfect catch, there we go. Okay, one more. There it is. So a whole meg jumps out of the water and gives you a duplicate of what you most recently caught. The description says that the meg jumps out of the water with a higher tier fish and boasting a 15 to 20% size buff. But the broken thing about the passive is this apparently isn't true. All it does is just copy the thing you most recently caught. It'll copy the 5th perfect catch, or the catch that activates the passive, but it won't have any special things about it. Right now, I would say it's not worth it to get the rod. I'd still get to level 750 anyway, just in case they do buff it, and I assume they will. There's no way they're gonna have a rod for getting to the max level be worse than the rod for getting to level 500. Oh, almost forgot about this thing. I caught a turkey. Yeah, so there are turkeys now, for a limited time at least. I think you can just fish anywhere and get them, but I'm not sure. They'll likely be gone by next week's quality of life update. Here's another one, by the way. They're not too rare either, and they give a decent amount of XP, so not too much of an interruption when it comes to XP grinding. And perfect catches do give more XP, but perfect casts do not. They don't do anything except make your cast go a little bit farther. One thing I do recommend if you grind here is fishing in this spot. The spot down there is where everybody is, so you're likely to lag a lot lot more. I prefer to fish up here, and you get the same fish anyway. I'll sell the fish I catch at the end of this aurora, just to show you guys how bad it really is. Looks like it's about over. They're likely gonna do more, but I'm going to show you all how much money I get from all of that grinding. 84k. That's from 2 auroras, by the way. Alright, that'll be it. They're gonna do more, and I'm going to continue grinding, but I'll be ending the video here. Goodbye and good night.